Hey guys, what's up? Denise Salcedo back here. We are on second day of Expo Lucha, and right now I'm talking to the man of the hour, President of Masked Republic, Kevin Kleinrock. Kevin, first of all, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your super busy schedule because I know that putting this event together probably wasn't the easiest thing to do. So I want to know, first of all, why did you want to bring Expo Lucha and all of this here into the United States?
So my partner, Ruben Zamora, who actually is the founder and CEO for Masked Republic, so they used to do an event in Mexico City called Lucha Libre La Experiencia. And it was basically this ginormous convention before, WrestleCon got big, before anything got big. And it was all of the big Lucha Libre companies under one roof, like CMLL and AAA. Under the same roof, doing stuff together, and no one, that was unheard of in wrestling ever. And it was really cool. And you had the wrestlers with their own booths, and you had artists. And so 8 years ago, when we were there, Ruben was like, we need to bring this to the United States. And so for the last 8 years or so, it's been a dream of his to do that. Like most things we do at Masked Republic, they're a little bit crazy and a little bit outside the box. But he supports me when my ideas of like what we're trying to do with our comic books and entertainment and TV. And so I said, all right, let's do it. And here we are. So he's running around taking care of some other stuff. But so we wanted to be able to bring that experience to the fans here in the United States.
Like you said, you guys have been wanting to do this for 8 years or so. So now I want to know, what is the biggest challenge of pulling an event like this up together and, in a territory that, especially because it's so new and, we haven't had anything like this before. So what are the biggest challenges?
One, just the logistics of it all. We run shows. That's what I've been doing for more than 20 years. That's what Ruben's been doing for like 15 plus years. So running a Lucha Libre event, running a pro wrestling event, we could do that in our sleep. But the convention aspect of it, was a whole new challenge for us. Proved to be, a bit of a challenge. We're a small company, so a very small staff. It's mostly him and I that do most of everything. And so we're lucky to have a lot of people that helped out kind of as we got things going with Expo Lucha. A lot of great volunteers here today. But so just putting on the convention and then organizing 100 different talents, a lot of them from Mexico, and just the logistics of travel and getting everyone here, getting everyone taken care of. We had so many people get held up in customs and just like those things that you don't even think about, right?
The ones that are out of your control, you can't do anything about it.
Exactly. It's hard enough. But so really that was just, bringing something of this magnitude as a small company. That was probably the biggest challenge.
So now, like you said, over 100 talents. There's so many lucha legends, icons, you name it here. I want to know, because I know you've been a fan of lucha pretty much your entire life. For you, who was like that person or a few people that you were like, oh man, I can't believe we got them to come to Expo Lucha? Or that you kind of, you fanboyed for yourself?
No, absolutely. If I don't say Vampiro, he's going to kick my ass. So, so I've been really lucky to have worked with a lot of the greats over the years. And so like people that we work with, especially on the licensing side, guys like Solar, who I don't get to really see that much, but that we have such a great relationship with and we can do products with. It's great to see all of them. People that I haven't worked with before, that I've never met. Excited to finally meet Teneblas and Aluche today. They were here yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to even see them. Fantasma Senior, El Fantasma, is coming today, so I'm really excited about that. I think I've worked with a lot of the other guys, but so those are the biggest ones that I haven't worked with before that I'm really looking forward to meeting today.
Cool. So now I guess the magic question, if you want to call it that, will there be another Expo Lucha next year?
I think in some form, hopefully, for sure. To us, this wasn't about being a one and done. We wanted to kind of do it, figure out how to do it, and then figure out how to maybe tweak the model so that we could do it not only in Las Vegas, but maybe do a smaller versions of it in different markets around the country. One of the things that we really wanted to do originally with one of our concepts called Masked Mania was bring real authentic Lucha Libre shows to markets that don't normally get Lucha Libre. So we took and we did a show at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia maybe about 5 years ago now. And it was Wagner and Parka in the main event. And we brought a lot of guys and did a full lucha show. Because a lot of markets, you get one or two headliners that come in, and then it's a lot of the local luchadors, which is great, but it's not that full, authentic Mexico City experience. And so that's what we wanted to do. And so it's kind of the same thing with this. We like to find a way to do a version version of this, maybe not 2 days and 100 guys, but how do we take a version of Expo Lucha and bring it maybe 2-3 times a year? We'll go to a few different markets and we'll try to bring Lucha Libre and this whole experience to different fans all over the country. So
sort of kind of like a traveling tour.
Yeah. Or just like the convention. I mean, our whole thing here was to do basically, the Comic-Con of Lucha Libre, something like that. And so, you have Wizard World and you have, the different Comic-Con even, and, they do San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, etc. So we'd like to get to a point where we can have Expo Lucha hitting a few different markets a few different times a year and really, bring that experience to everybody.
Cool. So if you guys do that, or if you guys have another big one like the one you guys had here in Expo Lucha, why should the fans come to Expo Lucha? Why should they check it out?
Well, the bottom line is it's unlike any other experience that you can get. One of the other things that we did to separate this convention from others is that when you bought a ticket at the door, it included almost all the autographs and photos. And so a lot of times when you go to a convention, you pay $1 fee just to get in the door, but then you still have to spend hundreds of dollars to collect autographs. And so we really wanted to bring a good value, and it was a little bit different. And so I think that's one of the big things with the Expo Lucha. And the other thing is just having so many people in one place at one time, and just that level from the legends who don't normally travel to events like this, to stars of today like the Pentas and Phoenix, to the next generation. Guys who on the shows last night, people may not have known or may not have heard of, but they walked away going, oh wow, Ultimo Panda or Douglas James or the chickens from Lucha Vavoom, and really being able to experience that taste of all these different Lucha Libre groups and Lucha Libre promotions and things like that.
Awesome. Well, I got to thank you and Ruben, everybody that had anything to do with Expo Lucha. You guys absolutely killed it. I love the vibe. I love the experience. And I think it's super cool to bring, so many icons and legends over here, because I know it's like, it's a one of a kind opportunity to meet somebody like Super Muñeco or, whoever. It's a dream. It's super awesome. So I want to thank you so much, Kevin. And guys, make sure to check out Expo Lucha. Make sure to check out Masked Republic. I'm going to put all the links down in the video so that you guys can know when and if they're coming to your city. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.